What's up, everyone? Welcome to a new episode of No Media. I'm your host, Ashley Neville, joined by the legend himself, Darren Williams, and the famous Lowe's. Welcome back, guys. How are we feeling today?
We're good.
Good.
Feel great. Feel great.
Awesome. Well, let's jump right into it. Our first topic, sports betting. Taking, it's big news these days. We're seeing players get in trouble. I know with baseball, a couple guys got suspended. In the NBA, another guy has been banned from the league. How do we feel about this? What is this hurting the game at all?
I don't know about that. Y'all think other people doing that, though? It's probably other people doing that. Were you doing that?
Probably,
No.
But if we knew not to, like, it's called sports betting, right?
Yes.
I can bet on anything. I can bet on horses.
Yeah.
I can bet on
True.
dogs. I can bet on baseball.
Oh, can you do that?
Football. Everything in the world.
Except
for basketball.
Oh, okay.
Don't bet on your sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very simple.
It's just very simple.
But-
and if you do, that means you got a problem.
But can you bet on somebody else? But should you be allowed to bet on, like, if you play for the Jazz, should you be allowed to bet on the Lakers versus Timberwolves?
So no, because we have insider information, right? Like
But
I can call up somebody, hey, it's so and so playing tonight. Hey, it's so like,
Yeah.
Then it just becomes like a gray area. So in order to keep it black and white, because it is black and white, bet on dogs, horses, frogs, logs, hogs, all that.
But your cousin can do the same thing. Like,
No,
your cousin could call you and say,
if you give them information,
Yes.
you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get suspended.
Bingo.
You're gonna get suspended. You can't give insider information.
I think it's somebody else out there doing it.
I feel like it's happening.
I mean, of course, there
Obviously,
always
yeah.
has to
But
be
that's people
situations.
just thirsty for
But
money.
also, like, technically, we would, like, if I'm on the team with Carlos Boozer, I couldn't even be like, hey, I'm gonna bet 100 on Chicago versus LA tonight. Like, I couldn't even do that, even with him. That's technically that could get me kicked out of the
But
league.
can you bet right now?
Yeah, hell yeah, I could bet on anything if I want to.
So it's like once you're done
Once I'm
playing,
done,
the rules
I'm
don't
done.
apply.
I'm not on a NBA roster.
My thing about the sports betting while we got the floor, I seen, who said that? Was it Brad Bill? Nah, Brad didn't say that. It might have been Lou Will. It was Lou. Lou my boy though too. You feel me? Lou my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Of course he is.
Lou said, I don't give a about your parlay. I'm like, hey, he's not talking to me, but he's on the podcast saying this like saying shit about the parlay. I'm like, you said that before too.
I had that happen to
but
me.
I'm like, my thing is with y'all is if it say 25.5 and I'm saying that we're going over that. And then you don't go over there and you say, I don't give a about your parlay. I'm saying, bro, I need to stop believing in you.
Are you my dog?
I need to stop believing.
Are you my boy?
I believe in you.
Are you my boy?
I'm not your boy, but I believe in you.
Are you my boy, or
He's
are you
everyone's
some
boy.
random fan that comes
I
up to me?
believe you. I'm a fan.
After we just lost or won, it don't even matter. You lose or win, and you come up and say some shit like, this is my job, this is my life.
Yes.
I had an off night. I f***ed up your parlay.
Yeah. No, why you just don't say? Why you just say? Why? Well, yeah, a better response is.
That's a
a better response.
That's my response. That's my response to
A better
you.
response is like, I got you next time, game. My bad. I was on some tonight, game. My bad.
No, my response to you is,
I don't give
I don't know you from Adam.
Bro, I believe in you though.
No, you
Like, I'm a
believe in
random person that
your
believe
money.
you.
You want
No,
your
I
money.
believe in you because I
You
could've
don't.
went
I don't
under.
even know. It could be.
So
You
a
could
guy
be.
can't
You
have a
could have
bad
drafted me
night?
on your
He can't
fantasy
have a bad
team.
night.
He
But
can
you
have a
don't
bad
really.
night.
He can't have a bad night. You said what?
I could be on your fantasy team.
Yes.
By default. I f***ed up your.
Yeah, but you're not gonna
shit.
be on the lay. You're not gonna be on the lay. I'm not gonna put you on the lay. I really like when I'm putting them picks in.
Yeah.
I'm truly thinking.
But when I'm telling you as an athlete, that's the last thing I'm thinking about is your goddamn parlay.
Can
your parlay.
I say something? Can I say something?
Say whatever you want to say. The floor is yours.
I was with a basketball player. I would never say his name. I was with a basketball player. We was at a club.
I didn't know where that was going,
We
how
was
you
at a club.
started it.
We was at a
I
club.
was going to take it a wild turn.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was
I don't
weird.
know what
It was
the
weird.
I don't even know
I
what
was
you
with
thinking.
an NBA.
I was with an NBA player like
Very
I'm
good.
with one
I was
right now.
question-
Anyway, I was with. I couldn't even think of a different way to say it. I was with a basketball player, and I said, gang, come on, bro. It say 14 right here. It say 14 tomorrow. What you gonna do? You drunk? You lit right now. You lit right now, gang. Is you going over or under tomorrow? Just give me a sign. And he said 14. Killing them all. You crazy? I'm cooking. And the mother had A1s. A1s. I wanted to kill him. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying.
That's your boy. if you just go, I don't know you, and you come up to me, I'm out and about, and you say something about your parlay.
But what if I don't say nothing to you about it?
Can I do that?
Like,
Of course.
I'll be honest with you. I think
Keep doing it.
I think that at the interviews they should really be up there and say, I want to just apologize for anybody parlay I f***ed up tonight. I'll be happy with that. Apologize.
You really think they owe you an apology?
I can see Ant Country saying something like that.
Right.
Man, I'm sorry about you.
Yeah.
I can see that, and I respect that.
But a guy's not allowed to have an off night.
He is. But 4 or 5 in a row, now you f***ing up some.
Well, then you can't keep betting on them. It's time to
might be
switch
your
your
fault.
bet.
That's your fault.
This
It
is
is
the
your
problem.
fault. You just
But this
suck
is the
at sports
problem. I
betting.
know,
Just
but
admit it.
Look, I do this. I think I do this. Like if I bet JT
Also,
over.
what's the chance of the parlay hitting anyways?
What's
It's
the-
already.
Parlays
It's
are
already.
the worst
But why
type of
can't I
bet you
say
could
you
do.
gonna have 5 dimes? Like, come on, bro. In my mind, I think
If
you
I don't
gonna
get you
have
5 dimes, something happened.
Should I blame you or should I blame the shooter?
It just depends on the night.
Somebody
Yeah.
gotta get.
Did I have 5 turnovers with it?
But no, this is what I'm saying. If it's all green, boom, you all green. 5 dimes every game, and then I bet on you. I bet on you over, and you missed that.
It happens.
And then the next game I say, oh, he back. Missed that. Then I say that I'm betting under. Now you back over. You know what I'm saying? Imagine what we go through.
You know what I'm gonna tell you?
Imagine what we
You
go
know what
through.
I'm gonna tell you? You're not a very good bettor.
I'm a very good bettor.
Facts.
I'm a very good bettor.
Listen.
JT, rebounds and assists, over. Steph, points, rebounds, assists, over.
I ain't never bet on sports.
Never?
see,
Not
you don't-
one?
It's like a.
Not besides like my boys like
I did one
like
bet
I'm a
before.
Steeler fan, so I got boys that's like Baltimore fans, so I'm bet.
Yeah.
We know it's a bet. Like Devin Harris, when Illinois plays Wisconsin, we don't even got a tech. We know it's 100. That's it. That's my bet. Ain't no over under. Ain't no spread. None of that.
talking about win or lose?
It's just win or lose.
But you only win. But when you do that, it's mostly only.
Yeah, but it's just
50%.
with my boys. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
but
That's
it's
my
mostly
sports
50%.
betting. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
extent
you
of
talking
my.
about you and your boys together?
That's the extent of. I'm saying that's the extent of my sports betting career.
Oh yeah.
Is 100 here, 100 there, 500 here.
Well, moving on to our next segment, media voting on regular season awards. I know this has been a big debate. You're a 2-time All-NBA second team and 3-time All-NBA or 3-time NBA All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
So was there ever a moment when you felt like you should have been given an award that you weren't?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I should have been an All-Star more than 3 times for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But also that's coaches vote. That's fans and coaches.
Okay,
So
yeah.
obviously they didn't feel the same.
No.
Trying to think. All NBA is maybe I could have been like one more maybe, 1 or 2 more. I know I'll tell you I was on the opposite side of that where my rookie year, I received 1 Rookie of the Year vote, and it was from a Utah media guy.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no way that Chris Paul wasn't Rookie of the Year. Like even I know that. I didn't play enough. I didn't have the numbers that he did. Like if I would have played the same minutes and been given the ball from the start, maybe.
Yeah.
But as our seasons went, there was no way Chris Paul wasn't it.
I feel like
Rookie of the Year. And
media
so-
can be a little
Biased.
They're biased.
100%. And I think that's what you see. Like there's media who hate certain guys, right? So they're just not going to vote for them, right? Or they've gotten into it with people, so they're going to hold that grudge. Like that's what's tough about it. And it's like, well, what do? Do you make it all former athletes? They're watching more games than us. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, but they might be biased too.
100%.
Fans should never have no vote. To be honest with you.
Well, who's voting then? That's
I
the
don't know,
problem.
but we should never
And
have a vote.
how did they choose who gets to vote too?
Yeah.
So the NBA, like, how did they say you're voting, you're voting, you're voting? And like, there's certain names I've never even heard of these people because you could see the list. Like,
We
you
need
could
a
go
lie
see.
detector test
How many people?
too.
Oh man, the list was long. Is it like, is it 50 to 100 people
Oh,
that
that's
can
not long.
vote? I mean, I thought it was a
I ain't know,
lot.
that's a lot
You
of
s-
them.
Huh?
50
that's
to
a lot of
was it
folks.
100
She said the
people?
long. I don't know.
I know.
Are the guys from like TNT crew? Are they
It was yeah, I think some of the TNT crew.
Shaq,
There was.
Charles?
think so.
Did they get to vote?
I don't know why I think so, but I think I swear I've seen them talking about this.
JJ
Maybe
Redick
Perk
got
or
to
somebody.
vote. Perk got to vote.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to think.
Perk got a vote.
Perk got a vote. So it's a long list. So that just brings me to my point is like who gets to dictate these votes? And
The NBA?
It's the NBA, but also too like when you're starting to factor in money and legacy, I mean, these guys are up for huge contracts if they get an All-NBA first team or an MVP or Defensive Player of the Year. Like, that's crazy that these people are dictating that.
There's guys that should have had more than, I mean, Kobe should have had more than one MVP.
More,
Like
yeah.
Bron.
Bron should have more than, he got 4? He got 4?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
That's nuts.
4 MVPs.
Yeah.
I just know we shouldn't get a vote. And I'm saying that. We should not get a vote. Why
Who's we?
Fans.
No, fans should get a vote.
We should not get.
Do fans get the vote?
They used to, right? Then they used to.
I
Wasn't it
swear,
fans
it's like,
and
yeah.
coaches?
For what?
Not for this.
Oh, for All-Star. That's for All-Star.
That's for All-Star. Fans.
But that's with money. That with all type of like this is wars. Like you got 3 All-Stars out there.
Yeah.
Like what if me and 8 million
They
people
get, they get to pick the starters, which 90% of the time is people that's going to be. It's LeBron, KD, Steph. They're going to be there anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's it up as much.
Okay.
So what do you think the solution is? Who do we think should vote?
There's no solution. This is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
like it's the system. System is what it is.
Yeah, because I mean, I wanted to suggest the top 575 players who aren't currently playing to do it, but if they're not watching, they're not watching the games.
They're not watching.
Like, I don't watch enough games throughout the season to have a vote.
Yeah.
Like even if I was media,
Yeah.
I don't watch enough games.
Whoever's not
And
biased.
I don't think.
How do you know that?
I know.
And guys don't have to watch, like now with Synergy, with all these tools, like they don't have to watch full games. They can watch clips. So they get
Watch
clips.
clips. That ain't
Clips
it.
don't tell the whole story.
That ain't
Clips
it.
don't tell
Yeah,
the
that
whole
ain't it.
season. So,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, these people that's on that list, they're nerded out for basketball.
Yeah.
Right? So they're watching.
There's no way Shea doesn't win MVP this year.
It was
Yeah.
tough. That was a tough one.
It's like no way. Like he did it with all young boys and whoop. Like it's no way. He did. Who voted that didn't say he was?
Well,
MVP?
he wasn't even close though, was he?
He was, I mean, he was, close, but like not as
20
close.
votes?
I think they was forcing him in the conversation just because of the media.
It's wild though how the conversation shifted over just a 2-month period.
Y'all know, like I've been saying, I've been done. I don't think about no voting. That's why it's all that. It's like it's whoever you want is just so biased. I've been done with that since Steph did not win MVP and Iggy won, and Iggy my boy. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even say no like this. But I've been done with it, and I say, oh yeah, it's not fair. It's just bias. They pick whoever they want, and that's when I really knew that this has nothing to do with performance. It has 0 to do with
Politics.
performance.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Politics.
So I've been done with it. So I've been done with it for a few years now. I could care less.
Yeah, well, we have to segue into our next topic here when it comes to player relationships, posting and exposing. So we kind of touched base on this as we were preparing to discuss these topics, is just these young players getting caught up when it comes to this new social media age. Zion Williamson, Anthony Edwards, even Jalen Green. Talk to me a little bit about like how social media plays such a role in putting their lives, not just on the court, but their private lives on full display.
It's a lot different than when I was in the league because social media was kind of just kicking off, right? I mean, when I was in college, it was like MySpace, and then got to the NBA, Facebook, but it wasn't how it is now, right? Instagram started like 2010 in there, so like it was starting to kick off, but this is a whole nother world these young boys is in. A whole different level of access and reach, and I don't even know how they navigating it.
They don't. That's
Well,
why.
yeah, you're right.
That's why shit happening.
They ain't navigating.
You can't run from it anyway. It doesn't matter. Like you can't run from it. I'm being honest with you. It's nothing you can do.
That's true.
Like no
to
matter
run
what you
from
do,
it.
someone's gonna hate on it.
Yes. That's why you cannot give a about what nobody say.
Yeah. What is some advice that you give to the younger NBA guys who are coming into all this money, into all this fame, and then just have women lining up at their door?
Be careful who you give your energy to. But it's tough, man. It's kind of like when you're young, when you're that young, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna, get involved with the wrong people at times. Like it's just part of life, right? And I think anybody would do that, right? It's just a little more magnified because of who they are and what they do. They have money, the women that they have access to. So it's a dangerous world out there.
It is.
It's a dangerous world out there.
So when I was talking to D, I was, just trying to, get his perspective. He's known you for a long time. Like he always said, you're the type of guy, like you're very big on quality people. Yeah. Like you're not going to hang around people that don't share, similar values or have, similar lifestyles, right? Like you care about who you're bringing, like you said, who you're giving your energy to. What do you look for? Like, what were those things? Like, I'm sure like you had people, women wanting to meet you or date you. How do you like pick that out? Like, how do you know when someone just likes you for you, wants you for your money?
Oh, well, I'm very weary of that still to this day. Like, I'm very weary of people, and I feel like I'm a very energetic person, so I can feel energy. And like, there'd be times where, and I didn't really realize this when I was younger. Like, I would just get around somebody and be like, "There's something about you I don't like."
Yeah.
And I'll still like keep them around sometimes. But now it's like, if I don't feel good about you from the start, like from the moment, if I have a bad like first 15, 20 seconds, that's all I need. That's all I need.
Like a gut instinct.
Just a gut.
And
I go with that gut because like, what's the point? Like, I have enough good people in my life to where I don't even want to take that chance.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Right. So.
You have a lot to lose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what about you? Coming up in that world with social media and the clout and women and people probably flooding your DMs. Like, what's that like? How do you manage that?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't trust nobody. I don't really trust nobody. And it don't matter how much I'm a realist. So it doesn't matter how much I love you, how much I like you, I always know that one day or sometimes you could be a little shaky. So it's not gonna really hit me as hard to the point where I would say, oh my God, I did not see that coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I just know it's always a possible chance for you to switch up. Anything can happen.
It's sad that we even have to think that way, right? Like we have to think like this person who I think has my back or I trust can potentially turn on me.
Yeah. But it's been like that for forever.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I think it's just hyped up a little bit more. I think everything is hyped up a little bit more because it's so much like access, like we was talking about, like oh yeah, if you already can't trust your girl, you can't trust her already. Yeah. But now you live in LA and now you go to Boosie, Bellows, and now you in there with Drake, and you like, oh yeah, wait, well, she went to the bathroom. Now she has the possibility. It's a chance for her to walk by, and Drake man say, "Hey, come up here." And now, or it's a chance for her to say, "Hey,
go up
get
there,
her
she ain't
number."
your girl.
You know what I'm saying? But she's not your girl no more. But I'm saying, but it's a lot of girls that do that. You know what I'm saying? She is your girl, but she might just be that person girl for like 15 minutes, depending on who you are.
While we're on this topic, because I want to know the transition for you when you were in New York, what was that like pressure-wise? Like, did you feel a difference? Like, you have to, I mean, you always want to perform at a high level, but like New York, the media, like they're crazy. Yeah,
I mean, I just feel like the whole New York experience for me wasn't what it should have been or what I wish it would have been, for many reasons. And so, yeah, I mean, I feel like at times, I won't say it's the pressure because I put a lot of pressure on myself anyway. So I don't think it was so much the pressure. I think it was the things that I had going on in my life with my marriage at the time, with the organization wasn't very good, I would say. Like, we had good people in our organization, but it starts at the top in our ownership. Yeah. They just didn't know much about basketball, and they controlled a lot where they should have let GM, coach do their job type thing. So, like I said, I had, 4 coaches in 3.5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It made things tough.
Well, we have to move on to our next segment, Bum Take of the Week. Now we got Gilbert Arenas says Steph Curry is not a generational player.
Why y'all looking at me, man?
Man, I'm not even gonna say nothing this segment.
But to be real, how many teams have won without generational talent?
Steph is not a generational talent. Detroit.
Steph Curry's.
Steph is not a generational.
Steph not a generational.
You know what a generational? Wemby is a generational person. That is a generational talent.
Steph became
a great.
He switched from talent to person.
Generational means you can't mimic it.
That's how you know he on some bullshit. He switched from talent to person because he knew he couldn't say talent.
Yeah. Clearly.
For fucking clicks.
it just proves that just because that you play a sport doesn't mean you always know what you're talking about or have good takes.
No.
Because Wemby's a freak of nature, right?
Yeah.
That's what I think he's talking about. Like, LeBron's a freak of nature.
Right.
6'8",
They come into the league and
260,
dominate right away.
running like a freight train.
Play it again.
But
But I also look at it like this, though, is we have to define what a generational talent is, number one. And that embodies more than just how dominant you are when you come into the league, right? Like, I think Steph Curry, when he came in, he wasn't a generational talent. He wasn't someone that everyone thought was gonna outperform his opponents. And then you saw the way he was able to revolutionize the three-point shot.
he also was almost out of the league because of how bad his ankles were.
Yeah.
But
And I think
also,
that played a
actually,
part
what
of
he
it.
did at Davidson, I just knew something. Did y'all watch him at Davidson?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I
That's what
knew,
I'm saying.
We knew some was about
That's
to go
what I'm
down.
saying.
Yeah.
I think his injuries early on
Just
played
made
a
him
big part of that.
the warm up, but he was one of them. He was gonna be one of them, and he is one of them. But Gil did Gil my dog though anyway. But Gil did say after that he said Magic Johnson is a generational talent. A 6'8" passer, 6'8" passing the ball the way he do. LeBron James is a generational talent. Now you fucked me up because LeBron James is a 6'8" passer person. So now I'm like, all right, bro, make it make sense.
Well, it's a
just
different
say you don't want to say Steph.
He's saying
is a
it only
generational
comes on every generation, like once a generation. They're different generations.
But also, it's like we've seen it before.
Well,
We've
we've seen it before.
We've seen it
So
before.
But they're different
generational talent, like,
generations,
never again?
right? Generation. Right?
Yeah, that, if from that standpoint, yeah. But it's kind of like.
Right, that
but,
don't make sense.
But I think it's
my mind, it
also
does.
That doesn't
the
make
first
sense.
time
In my
seeing
mind, it does.
something.
Yes, the
That
first
has to
time
play a
seeing
role.
something and the
first time
last
seeing
time you gonna see something.
that we hadn't seen before.
You always gonna see something else.
I'm factoring in the way that teams have to change their defense on you, the way that they're drafting players and focused on like heavy on three-point shooting. So these are things that I
That's
think
why
about.
I think he's one of the best and biggest generational talents.
Yeah.
Because he
Right.
changed the game. Like
Yeah.
he changed how the game is played. Like
Right.
He has.
Wait, did you hear Gil say AI?
I think
Did you hear the AI thing? He said AI required more attention than Steph, and you had to pay more attention to AI more than you worry about Steph. I'm like, what the?
Basically game planning for like
Yeah,
who
you-
was more of a headache. Was
Yeah,
it
you-
Steph
you
or
want-
AI?
man,
Right.
you put
Wait, you thinking about that? What are
No,
you
I'm
talking
trying to
about?
think of because Steph, the thing about Steph is he had Clay out there sitting out there. He had Draymond passing to him. You know what I'm saying? He's got KD out there. AI, they had nobody.
And he
So
carried
you
a
did
team
have,
to the
Wait,
finals
stop
too.
so you did
Wait,
have you
yeah,
did
yeah.
have to pay it. Like you had to pay everything to him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That was one of my favorite teams
When you look at it that way,
with Aaron McKee and Snow and all
But
them.
you had to pay
Yeah.
attention to him because
I'm be-
wasn't nobody guarding
Yeah.
Eric
I dig
Snow.
it.
they had a
I
game
dig-
plan for AI.
I dig it, but he did not require more attention than Steph and Curry. I don't give a damn. How many plays have you seen Steph being double teamed and KD getting slips and getting the ball for layups and like that? Like, and we're talking about KD. So now you're so worried about Steph and Curry that you're not giving a about KD. That should say enough. Conversation is done.
Well, that is all the time that we have today. Thank you guys so much for
No.
tuning in to No Media. We will see you all next season.